welcome to my YouTube channel, Brainy Pod. Today we are going to study about the structure of cell. Now the cell is the structural and functional unit of life. I'm going bilingual so that you can understand much better. अब जो सेल होता है सेल की आउटरमोस्ट लेयर को हम लोग सेल मेम्ब्रेन कहते हैं. So this layer is known as cell membrane. This is the outermost layer in animal cell. It lies to the cell wall in plant cell. ये बहुत ही पतली होती है. You can see how thin it is, and it bears some fine pores on it. It is a living membrane and a semi-permeable membrane. That means it is going to allow certain substances to come in and go out of the cell. It separates the cell content from it separates the cell contents from the surroundings, and it is also responsible for maintaining the shape of the cell. अगर ये सेल मेम्ब्रेन नहीं होती तो जो सेल का शेप है वो ऑल्टर हो जाता. ये बनी होती है लिपिड्स और प्रोटीन्स की. लिपिड्स एंड प्रोटीन्स. Now, the next cell organelle which we are going to study is cytoplasm. Now, cytoplasm is everything excluding the nucleus. So, we can say cytoplasm वो हर चीज है जिसमें हम लोग include नहीं करते न्यूक्लियस को. तो जो सब कुछ है except the nucleus is known as cytoplasm. All the parts together inside the plasma membrane, excluding nucleus, is cytoplasm. It contains a mixture of water and what? Water and soluble inorganic and organic molecules. Now, the cytoplasm consists different cell organelle. Like you can find mitochondria also, you can find lysosomes also, you can find centrosome also, you find peroxisomes also, the endoplasmic reticulum also, ribosomes also, Golgi apparatus also in the cytoplasm. ऑल द मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज जो भी होता है रेस्पिरेशन और भी जो चीजें होती हैं वो सब इस सेल के साइटोप्लाज्म या साइटोसॉल में ही होती है. इट इज लाइक रेस्पिरेशन हैज टू स्टेप्स. पहला स्टेप होता है फर्स्ट स्टेप इज ग्लाइकोलिसिस. सेकेंड इज Krebs cycle. Now, this glycolysis, which is a part of respiration, it takes place inside the cell of the cytoplasm of the cell. Here it is in the first steps of respiration of glycolysis. What happens? The end product is pyruvic acid. Now, the next cell organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. There are two kinds of endoplasmic reticulum present inside the cell. What are the two types of endoplasmic reticulum present inside the cell? Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now, this endoplasmic reticulum is a tube within a tube system, means double membrane it is. And if the ribosomes are attached to the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, then it is termed as rough endoplasmic reticulum. यानी कि ribosomes, if they are attached, then it is rough endoplasmic reticulum. And if there are no ribosomes, then it is smooth. Then it is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, endoplasmic reticulum is an irregular network of double tube membrane. It is continuous with the plasma membrane and nuclear membrane inside. They may be smooth or they may be rough. It forms a supporting framework of the cell and synthesis and transport of protein takes place. प्रोटीन एंड फैट स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम में मोस्टली फैट सिंथेसाइज होते हैं रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम में प्रोटीन्स होते हैं okay because ribosomes are termed as the protein factory of a cell. Now the next cell organelle which we are going to study is mitochondria. Now mitochondria is termed as the powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse because you know what is a powerhouse? जहाँ power generate होता है, energy generate होती है. So the mitochondria is termed as powerhouse of a cell. Now, where is mitochondria? The structure is known as mitochondria. It is not marked, but I'm marking. It is mitochondria. So this structure is termed as mitochondria. Now it can be variously shaped. It can be sausage shaped also. It has double membrane और जो इसकी inner membrane होती है जो इसकी inner membrane होती है वो cristae like structure बनाती है. This finger like structure is made. So this is cristae. This is known as cristae. Now, mitochondria has its own DNA. It has its own DNA. That means it can make its own protein and it has its own ribosomes. So, release of energy from pyruvic acid is done in mitochondria only. Like in cytoplasm, glycolysis takes place. And the end product that is pyruvic acid it enters into mitochondria and the end product is release of ATP. ATP is done. So this is when oxygen is present then only this pyruvic acid is going to enter into the mitochondria. There are certain respiratory enzymes also which are formed within the mitochondria. तो कुछ respiratory enzymes होती हैं which are responsible for the breakdown of pyruvic acid into CO2, H2O and ATP with the release of energy. Now the next cell organelle is Golgi bodies. Now whatever protein is formed, it needs to be packed. So certain proteins need to be packed in order to be functional. जब तक कि उसकी folding नहीं होती तब तक कि वो functional नहीं होता. तो वो packing होती है in the Golgi apparatus. It is having several stacks, flattened membrane stacks, and contains tubules and vesicles. So Golgi apparatus consists of Golgi vesicles and certain tubules. It is responsible for the synthesis and secretion of enzymes and hormones. It is also responsible for the formation of acrosome. Acrosome in case of sperms. Now, with this, we are going to head towards another cell organelle, which is ribosome. As already told, it is the protein factory of a cell. Now, it is going to form proteins. So, it is the protein factory of a cell. So, where are the ribosomes? These single membrane structures are known as ribosomes. Now, the small granules which are scattered in the cytoplasm, you can see these dot-like structures, these are ribosomes. They are single-walled dense, spherical in shape and have RNA in them. They are formed of RNA. They are responsible for protein synthesis. So they are responsible for protein synthesis. Now, the other organelle which we are going to study is lysosome. Now, lysosomes are the suicidal bags of a cell. Now, where are the lysosomes? The single membrane structure. These are known as the suicidal bags. Now, why they are known as suicidal bags? क्योंकि ये release करते हैं digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes. And these digestive enzymes are responsible for digestion of the entire cell itself. So they can destroy the foreign substances. So they can destroy the foreign substances and they can digest their own cell. So this is known as the suicidal bags of a cell. It also digests the cartilages of the bone during the formation of the bones. Now, another cell organelle which we are going to study is centrosome. Now, what is centrosome? Centrosome is this. Okay. Now, centrosome is a region surrounding the centrioles located near the nucleus. So, it is located near the nucleus. It is only present in case of animal cell and absent in case of plant cell. So, it is absent in case of plant cell. Now, the centrosome is responsible for the cell division or for initiating and regulating the cell division, and it is responsible for the formation of spindle fibers with the help of esterase. Okay. Now, these esterase are very important for cell division. Now, another cell organelle which we are going to study is nucleus. Now you can see it is the centrally placed, a very big nucleus is found. Over here you can see it's a very big nucleus found. Now this nucleus has a nucleolus within it. This nucleus has a nucleolus within it, and the outer membrane is known as nuclear membrane. This membrane is known as nuclear membrane. This membrane which is there, it is known as nuclear membrane. Okay, it is the largest cell organelle, mostly spherical and dense. It is very big, spherical, and very dense. Nuclear membrane has pores on them. Now, let me clear it out. You can see there are certain pores present. You can see these are the pores present. These pores are there. These are the pores present on the nuclear membrane. So these are known as nucleopore. Now, these nucleopores are responsible to allow the substances to leave and enter into the nucleus. It contains a network of thread-like structure known as chromatin, which later on condenses and forms chromosomes. What they form? Chromosomes. And these chromosomes contains DNA and histones. So this is responsible, the nucleus is also known as the brain of the cell. It is responsible for regulating the function of the cell. It contains chromosomes, which are the bearers of material of inheritance, and they are responsible for carrying the genetic information from one generation to the next. So the next cell organelle again, which we are going to study is nucleolus, which is found within the nucleus. Now, this cell organelle is nucleolus. So you can see its dark spherical body. This is known as nucleolus. It produces ribosomes. So, what it is going to produce? Ribosomes. It participates in protein synthesis. So, these ribosomes are going to participate in protein synthesis. And this protein synthesis is responsible for gene expression. Now, within the nucleus, you can find that there are chromatin fibers which lately condense. These are the chromatin fibers. You can see thread-like structures. These are known as chromatin fibers, which forms chromosomes. What they form? Chromosomes. Now, these chromosomes are responsible for carrying genetic information as they have DNA in them. Chromosomes carry hereditary information in the form of genes. DNA contains genes. Now, the next cell organelle which we are going to study is vacuole. Now, there are certain vacuoles present inside the cell. Now, these vacuoles are larger in size in case of plant cell, but are smaller in size and numerous in case of animal cell. These are the clear spaces with water and other substance in solution. Plant cell have larger vacuoles and animal cell have smaller vacuole. Now, this vacuole has outermost covering which is known as tonoplast. It is known as tonoplast. The outermost layer, this is known as tonoplast. It is responsible for storing water, food, pigments, and waste products. Food, pigments, and waste product. Now, there are certain granules also present in the animal cell. Now, these granules, if it is present in case of animal cell, then they are known as granules of glycogen. और अगर plant cell में present है तो वो होते हैं granules present made of starches, which are responsible for storing of food. Now, with this, we are going to end our discussion based on the structure of cell, and it will be useful for studying the next session, that is the cell division. So, this chapter, this part was very important in order to understand the cell division. Okay, for our next session, we are going to take up the topic cell division. Thank you, and do follow and subscribe my channel.